Okay, picking up where we left off. We're actually not in the book at all, but I'm talking about an alternate way to save you some typing. I don't like to go in and have to type all that stuff, particularly with, I want to be able to like add a row without having too much fuss, okay? So I wanted item number, the one called unit price, the one called quantity, quantity, the one called extended price. Okay, so now I don't need this anymore. I don't need any of these class align guys. So all you needed was the accessibility part. Remember, the headers are required for accessibility. So you're gonna have to do that anyway. And wouldn't it be kind of cool if you could just piggyback on something that you already have to do and use that as a selector to find the ones you want to make changes to? Isn't that pretty cool? I mean, again, this is somewhat tedious to do, but again, if you've got to do it for accessibility reasons, you might as well capitalize on the effort you put in. So let me go ahead and edit all these out, and they'll still end up being the correct ones, having the right align. Whoop, got too far. Well, maybe not. Okay, cool. Let's try it one more time. And ta-da! Everything is right aligned that I want it to be right aligned, using a new type of selector, which quite frankly is not even in the book. And it looks like this. Square brackets, put the attribute, whatever attribute you want. You could, it could be the ID attribute. Well, in fact, that's it could be the column span attribute. Doesn't really matter what it is, okay? Any attribute by name and then equals. Isn't that pretty cool? So this is kind of a cool way of coming up with an alternate technique of selecting those guys. Make sense? Okay, so we've covered a lot of stuff. This is not a very long chapter. The only thing weird about it is things like column groups don't work, and tons of attributes are no longer obsolete and no longer available, or should be used rather. No longer should be used, and how to align text and all that stuff is a little complex. Although I prefer this technique, to me it's clean. I can look up at the top of my page and know exactly where I want things to go, to the right or to the left or centered or whatever it is I want done to them. Kind of cool? All right. Well, we've reached the end of this chapter, and we'll see you guys again in some future chapter.